gonna paint you a picture. Okay, you're Jeff Bezos. You're watching your factory, and people are working, and you're with your horse, and you're drinking a beer, and you go, "What if there was a way to do this cheaper?" And then all of a sudden, his horse starts to talk to him, and goes, "Hey Jeff, there's an island of pygmies out there you could purchase and use them for slave labor after you breed them a lot." And then Jeff Bezos would realize that his drink was spiked and he's not going to trust anything that horse says. But this is my YouTube channel. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So instead, this video is going to be titled, "What if Jeff Bezos..." Oh my god. What if Jeff Bezos had a pygmy army? Yeah. Let's get into this.
So I want you to subscribe to this video because the more you subscribe, the more primes I can buy. I have right here this UFC Prime 300. I don't know what flavor it is. I honestly just found it at a grocery store, not in the right place. So we're gonna see what this tastes like. Twisted Tea?
So I didn't even know what a pygmy really was until maybe 2 weeks ago, I think. So I walk into my local CBD store and I am enlightened by Chris. Chris is basically a god. He is a powerful being that can help your mind see a warped reality of nothing but goodness. Unless you piss him off, then I guess he might do something like bad to your brain, but I've never had to deal with that, I think. But anyways, so I'm just there minding my own business, getting a joint because God bless the USA, weed be legal. And at first he tells me something completely different, but I'm not going to get into that right now. That's a story for another video. But the second thing he said, while my brain's already racked with what from the previous story, he goes, "Do you know what a pygmy is?" And I go, "No, Chris, I don't know what a pygmy is, but are you going to tell me what a pygmy is?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm going to tell you what a pygmy is." So he proceeds to tell me, as if, like, it was on the New York Times, that Jeff Bezos bought an island of pygmies and he's going to breed them to form a pygmy army. My god. He's trying to be Santa Claus with those elves or something, because that's the only thing I could think of. Now, let's say this is real. Let's say Jeff Bezos has an island filled with pygmies. Now, pygmies are 3'6" tall humans, alright? That's just what we're gonna go with for now. Maybe they got, like, a little more to their bodies, maybe a little less, but we're just gonna go with that. Deal with it. So now he has them. Great. Cool. He listened to his drug-talking horse and purchased a whole island of pygmies. Now what? What's he gonna do with all this? Let's just say there's 400 pygmies, okay? With 400 pygmies, I'm assuming like 200 of them are men, 200 of them are women, okay? He's gonna grab them and he's just gonna make them butt each other until they reproduce, alright? So, congratulations. After years of hard labor watching America decline from going yeah, we're cool, to, oh my god, I don't think I can afford food this year, Jeff Bezos has been focusing on the pygmy world, and he now has a rapid force of 70,000 pygmies, and they are addicted to McDonald's, and they are also addicted to watching Markiplier on the UberTube. Got it? Good, because I'm getting to the good part right now. So, he fires everyone from a factory and he forces the pygmies to work there. It's like a super factory. Like, you know that one in China that used to be there, where there were nets around it because the Chinese people would say, "I can't work in these conditions," and then they would jump, but the net would catch them and they go back in. Yeah, it's like that, but with the pygmies. Except the pygmies are actually bred to want to serve Jeff Bezos as if he is their god. Yeah. After seeing that he's not paying them, and they love working in the Amazon warehouse, this motherfucker I just realized he's now Willy Wonka, but for that weird shirt that I want to buy at 2 a.m. instead of a chocolate bar at 2 p.m. I don't know. time's a concept. So Jeff Bezos now has this army, and he is making tons of money. And he starts to forcibly breed the pygmies even more. However, their DNA is starting to get really slim, okay? So the more he breeds them and fires people, the more unemployed people get, but the more pygmies he has. But the pygmies are slowly becoming a little more stupid. Like, they're watching, like, Logan Paul content now. They're watching, like, they're just, like, eating nail polish. And they're drinking Prime 24/7. So they're becoming, like, pretty obese looking. And, like, they can't, like, see their own kneecaps anymore. I don't think they can bend. I think they evolved to not have kneecaps anymore because of this drastic change over the course of 3 years. Pygmies age fast. I just made that up. Deal with it. Now that we have established that all of Amazon is now run by Oompa Loompa pygmies that are, like, bred to be fat and can't bend their kneecaps because they lost their kneecaps in evolution, and so much Prime that they all developed, like, a form of diabetes. And they're addicted to watching Logan Paul content, and they praise him for the Japanese suicide forest. Alright? Are we all on the same page so far? Great. So now the war happens. Jeff Bezos now has, officially, 100,000 pygmies that are just bred to be, mega incompetent. So he decides, yes, it is time to test our forces. So Sudan likes to go to war a lot with itself. I don't know. So Jeff Bezos would send a 100,000 army of mentally challenged pygmies to Sudan, and it works because when they get shot, they're motivated because they're drinking their blood like vampires, except instead of tasting like blood, it tastes like blue raspberry Prime, and they're out there fighting. They're taking over. And now Jeff Bezos owns all of Sudan. A corporation now owns a whole country in Northeast Africa. And would you be okay with that? I sure as hell wouldn't. And you bet damn well President Al Gore doesn't like that, because President Al Gore thinks that we should all go green. None of this corporate greed should be happening. So an American invasion happens of Sudan. Alright, and Jeff Bezos is personally in Sudan, seeing to it that while drunk on his horse, and that all those factories are built, he is literally forcing everyone out of their homes, making Sudan a pygmy Amazon Prime nation. But once American boots get on the ground, it's all over. To this day, we still can't find Jeff Bezos. We believe there's 2,000 pygmies left. Amazon got demonopolized, and now it's owned by it's like a FedEx ripoff. I don't know. Yeah, everything I just said is a fact. And if you disagree with everything I just said, that just makes you a dirty liberal scum. People like you are the reason why my tax dollars are so high. Joe Biden is the sole reason why my gas is expensive. I fuck sheep.